Hey there, Munchie Mafia. It is the Mystery Wheel of Misfortune Monday. Yeah, so we're just hanging out and checking in with everybody as soon as I figure out. No, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Trying to find my live. There it is. Okay. Let's see how we're doing. Let's see where everybody is. I'm setting everything up. Hey there, everybody. All right. Welcome, Munchie Mafia. So far we've got Dez and Viper. Hello, 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 and welcome. Oh, and Mason. There's Mason. Hey, Mason. How's it going? And of course we have Timmy because he has to be here because somebody has to run the cameras, right? Yeah. Anyhow, funny story at work. And my mind's drawing a blank. That's funny. Anyway, so we'll save that for later, I guess. Can I turn up my sound? Maybe if I get the microphone out of my bra. Maybe that's what it is. How's that? Is that better? Oh my gosh, I just lost the magnet. All right. So, is that better? I don't know if that's any better. So, how is everybody doing? We ready to get this shit show started? Let's get the shit show started.
Somewhere in Washington there is an antique kitchen in the shadows of Mount Rainier, where the Munchie Mafia meets every magical Monday night for hours of fun and laughter with the turn of the mighty wheel of culinary misfortune. The wheel spins round and round, stopping on one ingredient at a time. Some are winners, some are losers. Who the hell suggested Twizzlers? You are going to hell for that one. Like and subscribe to Munchie Mafia Official and flick the bell icon for notifications. Thanks for coming, dear friends. So let's get this dumpster fire started. Let's work some magic together with twisted ingredients that you chose, with a stirry stir and a whiskey whisper.
Hey, okay, so we're back. And it looks like we got a whole bunch of other people in here. Let's see, we've got Greg, and we got Pretirement Days, and Teresa. Welcome. All right. So last week, the Wheel of Misfortune dished us out a whole bunch of really weird ingredients. And when I say really weird ingredients, it's tater tots and frozen hash brown patties. Unfortunately, I guess our area is becoming a little too bougie. We can't get those over here. So I ended up having to get just some shredded hash brown potatoes. Then we also have Swiss chard, which I've cut into little ribbons, and pork ribs. And so now we got to figure out what the hell to do with these. Now these have already been pre-cooked, and so I let them cool off overnight in the refrigerator. So, any idea what I could possibly be doing with these? Let's see if anybody can guess what I'm going to be doing with these. They've already been cooked and they've been chilled. Hey, David Bennett, welcome. Last week, I guess apparently I had gotten splashed in the forehead, so now I got this big nerf in the middle of my forehead um, from the oil burn from last week. So anyway, whoops, they're kind of breaking up on me a little bit, but you know, tater tots are a great way to get some potatoes cooked off. They're so versatile. They could be used for just about anything, really. Besides just, you know, a side dish that's just tater tots, right? So what we're going to do is we're just going to break up some of them. We're not going to break up all of them. I want to see if anybody can guess what we're going to be doing with cold, limpy, sad-looking tater tots before I open up this box. I've got no guesses so far. So I'm going into my Monday tomorrow at work. It's going to be a lot of fun. So the trustees have permanently lost coffee. While I was gone, one of the trustees decided, because I couldn't figure out why we were going through so much damn coffee, and so I found out that one of the trustees has been sneaking coffee out and passing it around to not only just A unit, but also B unit. And I'm trying to figure out how the hell that's even possible. So they lost their coffee privileges forever. There's not going to be any more coffee. And you know what? To be quite honest, that's all right with me. I can't believe that, you know, and I asked them, I said, you guys aren't taking the coffee out of here, are you? Oh, no. I'm sure I know which one it was that did it too, because he also tried to sneak a cookie out today and ended up getting banned from the kitchen. So just don't understand. It's like, I often wonder if jail is not for rehabilitation or simply locking them up to try to punish them, but it's to teach them how to be a better criminal. I'm really kind of pissed off right now. So, let's see here. Hello, Oracles and the Moose. Welcome. And hello, Lady Pug. Anybody guess yet? Did you see any tater tot salad? Is what Mason said, and ding 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 ding, he's a winner. Winner pork rib dinner. Congratulations. You get nothing. Zero. Zilch, nada, nothing. Okay, so now that he's guessed, what I have in my box is some hard-boiled egg, we also have some Brunoise white onion, sweet white onion, and of course olives, because olives was one of the mystery ingredients, and these are fancy ones because these are stuffed not only with garlic but also jalapeno. Yes, I did say hi to Pug. Hi, Pug. Hi again. All right, so we'll close that box up. Now, of course, potato salad can't possibly be potato salad without some mustard. Let's give it a good squiz of that. And I don't know about you, but I like sweet relish. And then, of course, mayonnaise. And no, we don't have the blue plate or the Dukes here. Actually, we do have Dukes here. No blue plate though. But Dukes is really super, super, super expensive for one small jar. And with the way prices are these days, it's like, God dang. It's really expensive. So now we're just going to check it out and mix it together and see where we're at. Trying not to crush them. So if you ever need to put potato salad together in a pinch, this is a great way to do it. Just cook off some tater tots, cool them off real quick by sticking them in the fridge, and then go for it. You can get the extra crispy ones if you want, or just use regular. And I hope this doesn't suck. And of course, the tater tots are gonna fall apart a little bit, but that's okay. That's part of the magic, right? I guess so. We're just gonna go with that. All right. And now we got that all combined for the most part. We do need some herbs though, or something to cut through all that mayonnaise. And what I would recommend is, since we're going with pork ribs, I think we should go with some original Creole seasoning. I think that would be nice. So let's sprinkle some of that in there. And that should just liven it up just so. Okay. So there we have that. And for those that have not checked out what the mystery wheel of misfortune is, I've got a wheel behind me. And the wheel has a bunch of random ingredients. And what we do is we spin the wheel at the end of the night, and then we try to come up with a dish. And the rules are, I can use anything that's already in my refrigerator, anything that's in my freezer, anything that's in my dry storage that's already been purchased. I can only purchase what I don't have for these dishes. So now that we've got our potato salad done, we're gonna give that a cover because I've got a couple little house flies that are driving me absolutely bonkers right now. They kind of sort of came in to the house. We had some warm weather that just recently came up. Okay. So now what we're going to do, now that we got the potato salad done, it's got the olives in there, let's talk about the pork ribs. So let's get to that.
There is a cozy little kitchen in a home in the dark woods, a kitchen which weaves a little magic over a cast iron pot upon her stove.
All right, well, we're starting with our marinade for our pork ribs. And what we started off with is the juice from the garlic and jalapeno stuffed green olives. It has a nice brine to it, but also has some really good flavor. And then we have the honey Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar, and a couple handfuls of turbinado sugar. So we're just going to put it into a bowl and we're just going to whiz it up so that it's combined. We're going to set that aside. And now we're going to go over here to our food processor. And what we have in here is a pretty good amount of green olives with the garlic and jalapeno. They're not spicy. They have a little bit of a kick to it, but they'll be fine. All right. So we've got that pulsed up, except for there's some pretty big chunks in there. So let's scooch it all back down to the bottom of the bowl and give it another whizzy whiz for a moment or two. All right. Now there we have it. And this is all nice and finely ground. We're just going to add it right on in there. Right into the bowl. And we're going to give it a whizzy whiz. And we're going to add just a little smidge more of this mustard. I'm going to go to about a cup worth of the mustard. And we're just going to mix that in. Let's add some of the Sucklebusters SPG that we got from Al Lunacy. Go check out his channel. He's in our links list off of our main page. All right. And this should give it a nice bright flavor to it. All right, so now we got that going on. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to start working on our pork ribs. And what we have here is a large package of, where did I put that pan? I guess I didn't grab a pan. Okay. This is a rather large package of pork loin back ribs. And they're going to be nice and beautiful. Got these over at Costco. This package was almost, just a little over 7.5 pounds, and they were a bit spendy, so $27.75. All right, let's set that aside for right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to actually, oh shit, there's 4 of them. I didn't realize it was 4. Okay, so these have been cleaned up pretty well on the backs. And we're just going to split it down the middle. just so that they're easier to deal with. Now I do want to take a little bit more of that off. Now sometimes they're not peeled at all, and so you have to go in and you have to remove all that. These are actually pretty well cleaned. Yeah, that one's good. This one's good. It's got a little bit. Usually they're like, you're gonna find a lot of fat on the backs of these, more so on beef ribs. But you want to just shave down a little bit of that. All right. There's some beautiful ribs. All right. That looks like that's about half right there. Well, we're going to be eating ribs for a week. That's 2 meals right there. 3 meals. 3 days worth of pork ribs. I hope you'll be able to survive it, Timmy. I thought.
3 days of pork ribs, I think it'll kill me.
You think it'll kill you? Okay. All right. Let's get rid of this. We're also going to be smoking a whole bunch of garlic too. Okay. So I got some baggies here. I think I might need some more baggies, but we'll soon see. Okay, so now let's get that out of there. Oops. And just massage it around. And we're gonna probably want to massage this, a couple more times throughout the evening. Just give them a good rub down. Maybe I should get a job as a massage therapist. Massage therapist for meat. Okay. All right, there's one. And then 2. Let's put a little bit more in there. Now, what possessed me to come up with this idea? I have no freaking clue. Majority of the time, I'm like driving to work and I'm like, what the hell do I do with this? What do I do with that? What do I do with this? And what do I do with that? And it's like, I try not to overthink it, which makes me overthink it. But then I had an epiphany while I was doing my end of week paperwork, all my financials, to make a tapenade of sorts and turn it into a rub. But find a real briny sort of olive that was stuffed with something that was delicious, and add some seasonings to it, add the apple cider vinegar, and so on. And that's not the only thing that I'm going to do with the olives. You're going to want to let this sit a minimum of 4 hours. To overnight in the refrigerator. All right. All right, so there we have that. And of course, the mystery wheel of misfortune also has us dealing with tater tots. So here I've got one small bag of tater tots on a lined sheet pan. These are going to go in the oven for about 20 minutes. And we will see you later.
The townspeople think she's a little strange, but she pays no mind to the subdued whispers as she passes by, with her ginger familiar following behind.
Okay, so here we have our beautiful East Oak. Current weather out in Western Washington is 48 degrees. This is going to really be a real test for this machine because this is the first time that I've used this in temperatures under 60 degrees. So what we have is we've got two different kinds of meats. We've got a corned beef brisket. It's just a little guy because my jaw just about dropped the other day when I went to Costco and found that the Wagyu ones are considerably more expensive. But here's what we're really looking for. Is our beautiful olive tapenade marinated pork ribs. And we got a whole bunch of them. I had to cut them down in halvesies just to make it easier to load into the smoker. This one's really gorgeous. Look at that. All right, bone side down. I should have plenty of room on the last two tiers of this smoker. Oh, jeez. Oh, crisis averted. I don't know if you saw that. Just pretend you didn't see that. All right. And now go in with the next one. And this stuff is really messy. I got frickin' stone mustard all over the place because we needed the mustard to help with keeping all the goodness on there. And, oh wait, there's another one in there. But also some turbinado sugar to help add some sugar to it. Remote. And because it's cold out today, we're going to stick with a higher temperature because I don't know if it's going to stall. So there we go. Now it's working. All right, Munchie Mafia. So we'll see you in a little bit.
A little dash of love here, a tiny pinch of passion there, with the stirry stir of a wooden spoon. It mixes the flavors that soothes the soul.
Okay, so we're back to the kitchen. I got a new toy. And it's granite, and I'm been working on it for a couple days now. Got raw rice in there, and I'm trying to season it. All right. Let's see. So we had to do this series of little videos here and there because smokes take a long time. And so thank you for sticking by me through all this nonsense. So let's see here. We got a whole bunch of new people in here. We got Drunken Chef Barbecue. We got Demoose. We got Al Lunacy. And we got Tiger and Onesies. And Stephen and Jacqueline. And Dream Disturber Obscura. And Sail Whiskey Dream. Hello and welcome. So it looks like we got a whole bunch of new people here. So let's go through the whole rules all over again. We spin this wheel. It gives us a whole bunch of ingredients. I'm not supposed to research any of this by using anything, cookbooks, reference materials, internet, etc., etc. And I have to come up with a dish that actually works. Some of them suck. Some of them don't suck, but I would never make them again. Some of them turned out really, really, really good. And then there's others that were somewhere in between. And so each dish has to feature all the ingredients that's listed there, unless, of course, there's the possibility, which has happened twice now, that we can't find a specific ingredient. We live out in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes that happens. And our area is trying to turn bougie. So trying to find frozen hash brown patties wasn't going to happen. So then when we're all done with this, then what we do is we just go ahead and select some new ingredients. Now, one thing is that I did smoke a whole bunch of garlic off because I ran out. And if I'm going to fire up that smoker, I'm going to get the best use of my square footage, square inches, whatever. And of course, that means since I was out of garlic, I figured I better throw a whole bunch in. So these are nice and softened. As you can tell, they basically make paste. And if you've never had smoked garlic before, oh my God, it's so good. So what I do is I'll cool them off and then pop them into the freezer, into freezer bags. And then as I need them, I'll just pull out a whole bulb. And that way I always have smoked garlic for my dishes. So the ingredients for this week is pork ribs, frozen hash brown patties that I couldn't find. I probably could have found them if I went to Walmart, but I'm not going to fight Walmart. Plus, it's like another 20 minutes away. Then we also have Swiss chard, which I've cut into little ribbons, also known as oh gosh, this stuff is sticky. Little ribbons. You know what? We're just gonna call it that. Okay. Now I got a bunch of crap all over my hands because I forgot to put gloves on. So we're gonna get our cast iron skillet heated up back here. And then we're gonna go for it. Now what we're going to be starting with is some, now again, the rules is that I can use whatever is in my refrigerator, freezer, or pantry that's already here. So the only thing that I purchased was the Swiss chard, which is fresh, and the olives, which I don't normally keep in my house, and the hash browns, and the tater tots. And what we made to go as a side dish for this is a tater tot potato salad. And if you don't have a lot of time on your hands, but you're craving potato salad, this is a great way to do it. I would put some celery in there, but I didn't have any celery and I wasn't going to buy any. It doesn't suck. Wow. Okay. So, the Swiss chard. We're going to saute that with our lardons. And I remember saying a couple months ago that I absolutely hated lima beans. I changed my mind since then because lima beans was on this wheel. And if it weren't for this wheel, I'd be probably still thinking that I hate lima beans to this day. So I had purchased some a few weeks ago. I was going to do something with them. So they've been sitting in the freezer ever since. So we got that. And I got tricolor beans. You got kidneys, pintos, and black beans. And then some julienne sweet onion. So we're going to take these all over here and pop on over. Oh, and by the way, I'll show you something else here. Let's see. Dairy-free, gluten-free cheesecake recipe is going to be dropping very soon, as well as the video. So keep an eye out for that. Oh, and also tomato. We got some tomatoes. Bought those for my salad a few days ago and just never got around to eating them all. All right. So first off, what we're going to start off with is the bacon. The lardons, because, you know, you got to have lardons, right? And we're going to save the garlic for last, because we don't want that to burn. That garlic just smells so good, though. It's a nice, beautiful paste. Look at that. Just gorgeous color. Probably grab my tablet so I can read what everybody's saying. So how is everybody? And hello, Larry. Welcome. We got some lardons in the pan here. Nice big chunks of lardons. So my cheesecakes are cooling. These are dairy-free and gluten-free. There was a special request for that, so I had to oblige. And I'm sorry about the paella. That is coming up. I had to special order some ingredients for that. Any guesses what's hiding under the foil? Oh, I know. Do I get to guess? Hello, Help Grow Food. I know. Do I get to guess? I want to guess. It's not a Chevrolet. Am I right? I'm right, aren't I? So, I think I'm right. And we want to render this fat, but we also want to keep the fat because that fat is money. It really is. And my assistant just texted me. He has taken the scissors home with him. This is why we put them back in a locked cabinet. My God. What am I going to do with him? I can't answer him right now. Maybe he'll pop onto the live and say, oh, I effed up. I took the scissors home by accident. My last assistant did that. She took scissors home, so I had no scissors for a week. Hopefully I don't need them. All right. So these are partway there. The next thing that we're going to put in is going to be the lima beans. I really love those lima beans. Oh my God, those were so freaking delicious. So, did anybody do anything fun today for St. Patrick's Day? I hate not having a natural gas stove. Did a chuck roast and a bunch of sides. Well, what kind of sides did you make? Help grow food. Yes, the Knock Knock Museum. That was pretty cool. Couldn't hear a word that the woman was saying, but that was okay because we were in the presence of greatness. We were with Darren. So please go check him out. Go check out his channel, Dream Disturber Obscura. And Stephen and Jacqueline, do they celebrate St. Patrick's Day in your neck of the woods? Got me curious how other countries celebrate these kind of holidays. And these lardons, oh my gosh, I wish there was smell-o-vision, and I say that every single time. These freaking lardons smell so good. So I bought some Newski bacon a while back, and I put them in my freezer. Would just hack off a little bit at a time, and I was going through my freezer looking for something else, and I found that. I'm like, oh, and then I forgot what I was actually looking for. Yeah, I thought I was soft spoken, and I'm pretty soft spoken. I'm actually, what I think. I think I'm personally yelling, to be honest. I'm not a very loud person in general. All right, now we're going to add onions. Whoops. Julienne onions, and they're on the floor. And we're going to take a little bit of this Simply potato. I'm going to add that. I know, it's just so much potato. I'm like, oh God. And I don't like potato much. But I sure love cast iron. Stuffing, butternut squash, mashed potatoes, gravy, and potato salad. Oh, butternut squash. One of my favorite squashes. That and acorn squash. Except for I like to do my acorn squash as kind of like a dessert. And I'll roast it and I'll make like a oat streusel topping with a lot of sugar, brown sugar, and butter. I'll bake that off, and then I'll when the squash is uh, just just cooked just right, I'll pack it down into that hole in the acorn squash, and I'll bake it again for a little bit. and then serve it with ice cream and some caramel sauce. Sounds weird. People think I'm weird. But acorn squash does make a really good dessert. Especially when it's just loaded full of goodies like that. Yeah, I gotta re-season my other one, my littler one, because it's really all sorts of screwed up. So, has anybody guessed what's underneath the foil? Looks delicious. Yeah, you should try it sometime, HGF. What you do is uh, just get some flour and oats and butter, melted butter, and you mix it all together, and then you just crumble it up, make it so that it's a real firm bunch of bally stuff, kind of like you would if you were making a Dutch apple pie. Um, Brown sugar, cinnamon, nutmeg, cardamom. You put a little tiny smidge of white peppercorn in there too, if you want. And if you really want to knock it out of the park, use bacon fat instead of butter. Oh my god, so divine. You bake that off, and then you pack it down into the squash. Lots of brown sugar. Huh? Teresa what? Teresa guessed it? It's not sausages. Teresa said green toast. Ribs? I don't know. What else is under there? Huh? Love green toast. I'm not seeing it. What the hell? Crying out loud. Okay. So there we have that. These beautiful. Give these a check. See how our, because what you want for the lima beans to be tender. Those are nice and tender. Bacon needs to be rendered a little bit more though. I'm gonna add this to it. And so we're kind of making a hash. And then we're gonna add the chard. And guess what else we're gonna do with this? uh, Red Hook is a local brewery. And we got Big Juicy Ballard Imperial IPA. Flip it around the other way. There we go. We're gonna hit it with some beer. You know how I like to booze things up. So yes, what's underneath the foil is our beautiful ribs and a corned beef. But if you want to see the corned beef, you're gonna have to uh, watch the video for Friday. No, it's not green beer, but it is a local beer, Red Hook. Tiger should be pretty well versed in Red Hook because he's also from this area. Alright, so we got some beautiful golden action happening with that hash brown. And the hash brown is basically just acting as a way to, absorb some of that fat, as well as act as a binder so that they can just kind of do their thing. Hello, she cooks and roasts. We're making a lardon hash with our Swiss chard right now. Underneath the tent, we got our meats. We got like 3 days worth of pork ribs that have been marinated in olive juice with an olive tapenade, stone mustard, and turbinado sugar rub. And then they were smoking low and slow. I was really, really, really worried about the smoker earlier today because, it started out as about 49, 50 degrees earlier, and I thought, oh, well, okay, so the weather's going to be forgiving. It's going to love us a little bit, but then it dropped like 10 degrees, and all of a sudden it's like hail the size of peas was coming down, and we had a little bit of a blustery wind. I was afraid that my smoker was not going to reach temp, and it held on at 225, but it took forever to get up there, which is weird because I preheated it just to burn off anything that was in there because it's been sitting for a while. I had to clean it out. I had to pull all the racks out and stuff like that and get the smoker all cleaned out. And so now would be a good time to add the Swiss chard. And pop open this beer and hope and pray that it doesn't spray all over the damn place. So she cooks. Guess what happened to me today? I think it was because I was teasing you about all your broken appliances on one live. I killed another food processor. This is the second food processor that I've killed in the time that I have started YouTube. So now I got 2 dead food processors. Alright, so Swiss chard you don't want to overcook, but you also want to make sure that it is fully cooked. Now we're going to give this a good healthy dousing of beer. And then we're going to add that smoked garlic. I smoked a lot of garlic today too. So kill the food processor. It's karma. You're welcome. I guess we can be friends again, right? Alrighty. Now I do want to add a little bit of seasoning to this. And I've been gravitating to Jim Baldridge's secret seasoning. This stuff I got from Killing It and Growing It. He sent me a bunch of it. This stuff is so delicious. But that Suckle Busters that Al Lunacy sent me, damn, that's good too. That's in the rub on the pork ribs. But I did hit the corned beef pretty hard and heavy with the Jim Baldridge. That's quickly becoming my favorite. All right. So there we have that. This is looking just absolutely spectacular. Now I got some melted butter. Oh, and she cooks. Guess what? I know that you have a lactose intolerance. Not sure if Struggle is in here, but um, I know that he has problems with lactose. Huh? Haven't seen him. Oh, okay. So anyway, in these little cups, I've got dairy-free, gluten-free cheesecakes. That's going to be a video for later in the week because I had to wait for them to cool down before I could top them. Gotta finish that video. So, all right, now we've got this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful mess. I'm gonna give it a whirl. Gonna grab one of these. I don't know. Maybe that might be a little too hot. Mm, man, give it a little bit more. So it says, "Hello, I'm beer." Mm. Alrighty, there we have it. All right, so we are going to be eating family style. So I'm gonna grab our big platter, just for the simple fact that I love to eat family style. I'm just gonna scoop it over here. Oops. Get our hash. Huh? What? What are you complaining about over there? You're grousing. Oh. Okay. That's probably enough for two. All right. Family style. Family style is when you put everything on one big platter and you take it to the table and everybody just serves out their food. Family style. Just like back in the day when we were children. Can you pass the potatoes? Can you pass the peas? Can you pass this? Can you pass that? Okay. Now that we got that, I'm going to add those tomatoes to the side right there. And then, oh my gosh, where is it? Okay, there we go. We're going to drizzle just a little bit of a vanilla fig balsamic over the top of the tomatoes. Because I just love that flavor. Now, come over here and grab a half rack. And no, we're not saucing these because the flavor is superior. Now, these got a little bit overcooked. And when I say overcooked, I usually like to leave a bit of a bite left on the bone. But to be honest, I think there's something wrong with the God, it's so good. With the thermometer. I'm gonna have to use my Bluetooth thermometer because it said that it was at 240 degrees the last 2 hours. And it'd only been in there for not quite 4. But anyway, bones out. They have a nice texture. Oh my god, the flavor is just phenomenal. They've been resting for a while. And yes, there still has quite a bit of that olive tapenade on them. Just pull the bones right out. I know. But there's a little bit of a backstory. Ever since I had brain surgery, my jaw doesn't close all the way. So eating ribs on the bone is next to impossible to do. So this actually works out for me. Oh, there's a bone hiding right there. There it is. Oh my gosh. Anyway. All right. There we have it. All right. There we have it. He has no pork, and he's mean mugging me, but that's okay. So this is family style. It's where everything's all on one platter, and we just pass the platter around. Of course, there's not a lot of passing around because there's only 2 of us here. So there we have it. Pork ribs. And I'm just over here munching away. The sweetness from the turbinado sugar is really coming through. The tapenade has nice smoky flavor. It's mellowed out the olive quite a bit. And it's just, wow. It's just so good. So, hey, Prairie Wolf. And hey there, Oyster. Welcome. Plus, I love this platter because I can just come right on over here. Which camera are we on? Which one's one? Oh. All right. So there we have it. Pork ribs, potato salad, and the Swiss chard is mixed in with the hash, and some fresh tomato on the side for good measure. So there we have it. We're going to be eating good tonight. And yes, I'm wearing my pajamas. I'm still wearing my pajamas. I've been in my pajamas all damn day because I just don't give an F. But I did take a shower at least. Alrighty. It is time for a new spinny spin of the wheelie wheel.
Put it back on 3.
So what should we spin for first? Which one? That one?
Yep. Straight on.
Oh, straight on. Okay.
If mine go on 1, I'll move to 1. I'm really kind of struggling, so.
So what should we spin for first? Should we spin for the protein? The meat spin? Okay, the meat spin. Okay, go for it. And we're going low tech because I like the ticky tick noise. Oh, Tiger, you dick. Sardines.
No. I'm going to fly across the country and beat you.
You suck, Tiger. You suck. All right. Yeah, he's got DoorDash on speed dial. All right. So what should we... Hey, Abigail. So what should we spin for next?
Pepto-Bismol.
Pepto-Bismol? No. All right. Go with the first choice, Munchie. What? flying across the country to go and beat Tiger. Yeah. All right. So we got the meat. We got sardines. One of the many things that Des will not eat. Okay, so Prairie Wolf says starch. If potato comes up again, I'm going to just scream. Okay, yams. Okay. All right, so now we've got vegetable or rando. Veg, says Teresa. All right. We got peas, which leaves us with the rando. Oh, for crying out loud.
Twizzlers?
No, it's not Twizzlers. Cheese Whiz. All right, so we got sardines and yams and peas and Cheese Whiz. Should we?
The dogs won't eat that.
I'm not even sure I will either. Maybe that's the week I'll fake COVID or something. I don't know. God dang. Oh my God. No. Oh. All right. All right. So, should we add another rando?
Why?
Why? Why not? This is already fucked. Oh my God. Yeah, the best thing out of all that is the yams. You're right. You're right. You're so right. Okay, so now we get to fill in the blanks. And I've still not found. Oh, I found it. All right, so we got to delete the peas. And then we got to delete the. At least the sardines are gone. And no, please don't suggest sardines again. At least for a long while. Oh my God, I just don't know what the hell to do about that because even I don't like sardines. But, all right, so the rule with the wheel, if I can get it to erase, is that the people that have not put something up on the wheel gets first dibs. And it's getting to the point where I've forgotten who has not yet and who has. So let's see here. So they get first dibs. At least it wasn't Salmon Row. Going to the bait shop for that one. Mother effer. Also another tiger one. All right. Alrighty, so hot chilies, says Oyster. And Oyster has not had his put up there yet. So I think it would be fair to let him have the hot chilies. Hot chilies. All right. So now we need a new protein. Let's see here. Prairie Wolf says pickle juice. Don't we have pickle juice already on here? No, we do not. But Prairie Wolf has not put one up here yet. So pickle juice. Okay. Next, let's see here. Wild rice. I thought we had wild rice already. Wild rice noodles, egg noodles, potato salad, ditalini. Okay, so wild rice for Des. And then that leaves us with A protein. I need a protein. Pig's feet.
We've got pig feet up there, don't we? Wasn't that somebody picked that last week?
Pickled pig skins.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So pig's feet.
We got Des and Prairie saying ham hock.
Well, ham hock, pig's feet, same difference.
Okay.
Who was live? Okay, so ham hock or pig feet. Well, I'm just going to write pig feet. Pig feet, ham hock, same difference. Probably end up being... Okay, so the wheel is now full. Hooray, hooray, hooray. And we already have pork chops on there, don't we? Too late, Teresa. Okay. Tito's and hoof teg. All right. All right, Munchie Mafia. So it is that time for us to say goodnight. So I just want to say thank you all for coming out and watching this fuckery happen. And to add more to this fuckery, sardines, yams, peas, and mother effing cheese whiz. Oh God, this is really getting hard. It's getting harder because now we got even more weird things happening, because when we first started this, I don't think anybody fully embraced when I said literally any ingredient, as long as it's not crab, lobster, or sea urchin. It's not because I don't love those things, it's because I'm allergic to them. So it was a lot of fun. You guys really enjoying this? You guys enjoying the mystery wheel? I hope y'all are, because mother effing sardines with cheese whiz. I just don't know. Just don't know. So here's one look at our plate one more time. And we got to go and eat. So thank you all for coming. Don't forget to cook with love, eat with passion, and have a good night.
Well, Munchie Mafia, it is that time. I really hate saying goodbye, so let's just say a fun good night, or even a sad little toodaloo. Perhaps even until next time. Maybe even a ta-ta for now. We'll be here or on off-topic squirrel, because talking squirrel needs love too. It's really been fun with all our friends, no matter if you're old or you're new. So before you let that door slam behind you, fondle that like button lovingly, and go back to your life as it were, before you hit that play button on YouTube. If you haven't yet subscribed to Munchie Mafia Official, now is the time, what's stopping you? While you're still here on YouTube, be sure to check in on Al-Q Lunacy. He's got the grilling game going on. Just be aware, if you submit a photo, you just might win that vibrator from his drawing on Tuesday night. P.S. send it to Des. Thanks for coming, and please remember, as you are in your very own kitchen and cooking for your family, community, and friends, to always cook with love and always eat with passion. Unless it has Twizzlers in it, whoever suggested is going to hell. As Chef Stevie says, stirry stir up some magic and whiskey whisk in a little mischief. Bakey bake a little mystery I really hate saying goodbye, so let's just say a fun good night, or even a sad little toodaloo, perhaps even until next time.